Hi friends, welcome to our channel Crack You RRB SSC Banking Exam. Hi Naganuri Jayashree. Hello Bakshaya. Hi Chris. So today is day 10 for IBPS Clerk Pre Crash Course series, and today we will be doing Parajumbles. We will learn two things here, the concept and tricks. Tricks so that you can solve these questions very easily in 10 to 15 seconds, not more than that. So in this session we will have again 10 questions in a form of quiz. And here we will have two individual questions, one set with 3 questions and one set with 5 questions. This question will a set with 3 questions. Here one sentence will be fixed, you need to arrange the rest of 4, and here one sentence will be the odd one, you need to arrange the rest of 5 after identifying the odd one. Hello Vasvi, hi Ganga, hello Aryant, hi Monica, hi Patri, hello everyone. So to join this quiz of 10 questions, join to cracku.in/live. If you are among the top 3 people in the leaderboard, you will win a hamper, and that is IBPS mock test series. This series will have again 25 mock tests, both in Hindi and English. तो अगर आपको हिंदी में देना हो आप हिंदी में दे सकते हो, और give it in English. You need to join your cracku.in/live. Then we'll start a quiz with 10 questions. If you are among the top 3 person, you will win a good gift hamper. Now let's see, we have said we will learn concept and tricks. So what is parajumble? We always get this in the examination. There are at least 5 questions. If there are total 8 shift in the examination, then in 6 shift we have parajumble question. So it is indeed very important. It is just a paragraph will be given, a paragraph which contains 4 to 5 or 6 sentences, and all the 6 sentences will be divided into A, B, C, D, E, F. You just need, and in a jumbled way, you just need to arrange the sentence, like which comes first, which must come after this, and which is next to that. So you just need to arrange it and form a meaningful, coherent, that is both grammatically and contextually correct paragraph. Once you are done with the paragraph, you can very easily do the rest of the question, as the question just says which is the third statement, which must be the second statement, which must be the first statement. So the only task is forming a paragraph using that sentence given. So how do we identify it? How do we identify that which is the first one, which is the second sentence? The most important thing that helps in parajumble is the options itself. So let us see what are the short tricks we can use. I am just clearing this. Okay, I will clear everything. Please join here. cracku.in/live. As we will begin with the quiz. After learning the basic steps, what we need to do. Number 1, if you have an individual question, like a question is given here and the options are given A, B, C, D, after the arrangement B, C, D, A, then the first thing you do is see the options. Why options? Options will help you to sort out which is the first sentence, which is the first sentence. For example, options are given here. let me say there are 4 statements A, B, C and D. You need to arrange them. So, option A is A, B, C, D, option B is A, C, B, D, option C is B, D, A, C and likewise option D is B, A, C, D. Okay. So, by this you know there are 2 common things, that is sentence A and B which are coming in the first place. So, we know not need to check C and D, we can check A and B as our first sentence and we can get what is the first sentence. And once we are done with the first sentence, what can we do next is we can find the pairing or the correlation. And how do we get this? The second most important thing is you must know or find the noun pronoun pair. What does the noun pronoun pair do? For example, I am saying Saloni is a girl, full stop. C is a student. C is a student. Saloni is a girl, C is a student. I got 2 sentences. How do we arrange it? Can I write C is a student, Saloni is a girl? No, we have found our noun. So, the noun must come first and then we are using the pronoun to denote that noun. So, if you find a noun pronoun pair, you can solve this easily, that at any place the noun comes first and then comes the pronoun. So, the first thing, see the options, and what if this is for the individual question, and what if the questions are in group, like there is no set given here like A, B, C, D. So, here in that time what you can do is always remember for group questions the first sentence is always a, for group questions the first sentence is always a, it is either a noun or a general fact or a universal fact and a general truth, like it happens, and otherwise it is a initiation or the starting point of a situation. So, you just need to find what is the starting point of the situation, it is done, and I can say 85% of the question has this pattern in the first question. So, it is very easy to solve them. Hi Satish, hi Hema. And what is the third thing you need to do? You need to check the connectors or conjunctives. Remember, these are going to help you in the main test and even in the quiz here. What does the connector do? Connector, they adds or they connects 2 phrases or 2 sentences. For example, I am unable to attend the class today, full stop, and the other sentence is I was unaware that there was a class. So, how can we connect? So, connectors, I can say you can divide connectors into 2 parts. One is reason and result, and the other is result and reason. What is reason and result? This I have divided into 2 categories, and this is very easy to remember. Reason and result, this is where you give the reason first and then the result, and what type of connector is used in this? For the reason and result, we have hence, therefore or so, and for result and reason, where you know the result first and then the reason, here we have as and these type of connector. To make it clear, let us take an example again. We will be doing the questions. First, let us see what is reason and reason. Let us take an example. I was unable to attend the class today. Okay. The other sentence is, I was unaware of the timing of the class. Okay. There are two sentences, 1, 2. I was unable to attend the class today. I was unaware of the timing of the class. So, we know first sentence is the result that I have not attended the class. Why have I not attended the class? The reason for that is I was unaware of the timing. How can you connect this? So, for the case where reason and result, let us see. What is the reason? The reason is I was unaware of the timing of the class. Therefore, I was unable to attend the class. So, whenever you have a therefore in the starting of a sentence, remember there must be a reason before the sentence. So, if a pair of sentence, consider it to be A and B, if there is a therefore in A and the sentence is starting, that means you must have a reason for this. You need to find the reason either in this or in other sentences. Similarly, for the result and reason thing, what you need to do is, let us take as I was unable to attend the class today as I was unaware of the timing. So, I was unaware of the timing, so I have not attended the class. Here, if you have as in the sentence as a starting thing, that means you have the reason, now you need to find the result. So, you can find the pair of the sentence, and that is called correlation or linkage, and this is also going to help you in doing Parajumble. Chalo, let us start. We will be posting the first question now. Hi Hema, here is the first question. For every question you are given 1 minute, and everyone joining new can come to cracku.in/live. Check the options, find the correlation, check the noun and pronoun, and you will be done with the question. Last 15 seconds remaining. Okay, with this we have 5 correct answers and 8 wrong answers. Let us see what is the solution for this. Okay, the first step, check the options. We have A, we have all the alphabets in the option A, D, B. Let us start checking with 1. A sphere has the largest volume to surface ratio of any solid. Okay, now the other thing we need to do is find a noun pronoun pair. A sphere, it is talking about a sphere. The other thing is a critical mass of a bare sphere is, if you are not able to find the noun pronoun, what you can do is find a linkage or a correlation, that how is the first statement related to the second statement. The first statement, a sphere has the largest volume to surface ratio of a solid. Okay, what is it again, the relation? It is a spherical. So, here we have a sphere, here we have a spherical. So, can we say A comes there, after A there is C. Let us see what it forms. A sphere has the largest volume to surface ratio of any solid. Does a spherical fissile core has the fewest escaping neutron per unit of material, and this compact shape results in the smallest critical mass, all else being equal. So, we know it is A and C. Where is the pair you can find? A and C is in option B. So, option B is the correct answer. But again, if you want to know how do we get the other part of the paragraph, you can just see here we are talking about a smallest critical mass. Where is the other thing you can find a critical mass? In both B and D. But here B serves as an example. And what is this? This is a solution. Solution of what? Solution of C, statement C. So, first we are giving a correlation, we are just finding a linkage. So, after C we are doing B as the example, and the solution for this is the critical mass can be lowered. So, how can we lower this? That is given in D. So, the correct sequence is A, C, B, D. Option B is the correct answer, and 5 people got this correct. Let us go to the next question now. This is again an individual question, and this is very easy. This is chronology based question. What is chronology based question? There are time sequences given where you can solve the questions by using the time sequence. Obviously, we know when is the Quit India movement and when is the independence. So, if I am talking about Quit India movement, independence and Republic Day in a paragraph, then I must know what comes after other. It is Quit India movement, Independence Day and the Republic Day. So, this is similar to that. Okay, 2 people got this correct and 1 wrong. Okay, the time's up and we have 14 correct answers and 4 wrong answers, and that's really nice. There are 14 correct answers. Chronology based questions are always easy in scoring. So, if you have this type of question in the examination, that means it's really good. You can get good marks. Arrange the following sentence into a coherent paragraph. Okay, let's see. Again, choose the noun or the subject the paragraph is talking about. So, that will be our first statement, but before that analyze the options. So, after looking the options, we have B, B, A and C. So, we know the first statement should either be B, A or C. Let us check. Okay, we will start with A, B and C alphabetically. So, A says here, post independence the constitution was drafted and was implemented on the Republic Day of the country. B says the Indian rebellion of 1857. So, if you see chronological Y and this says post, that means after. So, we must have a subject before that, so we can consider something is after this. So, obviously, A is not the one. C, after many rigorous effort and struggle and many mass movement like civil disobedience movement, Quit India movement, India finally attained independence. So, this says after many rigorous. So, there must be something happened before that, as this is even not a subject. So, even not C. What is B? The Indian rebellion of 1857 was a period of uprising in northern and central India against the British rule. So, we got our first sentence, it is B. Now, we need to find a pair of this sentence. So, that is correlation or linkage. How can you link this? You can see Indian rebellion of 1857, the other place where you can see rebellion is the rebellion was. So, that means D is talking about B. So, the pair is BD. Where is the pair of BD? It is here in option A. So, option A is the correct answer. The other part, if you want to solve it entirely, it is BD. After this, the rebellion was the result of decades of ethnic and cultural differences between Indian soldiers and their British officers, and this gave the first spark to the war of independence. Okay. After many, so after the first start of the war of independence, if you go contextually, you can get after many rigorous effort, after this was the first, and then India attained the freedom, that is independence, and post independence. So, it is obviously C and A. Option A the correct answer, and 14 people got this correct. Now, let us go to the next question. This question is a set question of a set of 3 questions here. One sentence will be fixed, I am telling you before, so that you can solve it more quickly. Chalo, this is the next question. The one is fixed. Yes, Aryan, it was an easy one. First thing you can do is you can see the noun pronoun relation. Once you get the noun pronoun relation, you know what comes after the first fixed sentence, and after this you can solve the entire paragraph. This will make the thing very easy. Okay, remaining 2 minutes. Parajumble is something like puzzle that we have in reasoning test, like you just make 6 blank or 5 blanks accordingly and fill the blanks whatever the information is given above, so that you can get a proper sitting arrangement, if you can say this. So, this is similar to that, but in a verbal way. Come on, Madhu, you just need to see what comes after the other. You find the subject, you will get all the sentence placed one after the other. Last 1 minute remaining. I can see one perfect score of 5, and this is Akshaya. The other is Alvanur and Hina with the same score, and then Sai Prasad with 2.75, Krishna Karthik with 2.5, and Jiga again with 2.5, and Sanjana with 1.5. Last 30 seconds. Everyone can join the test by cracku.in/live. Okay, the time's off. Okay, and here we have new names now in the top 3 position, and this is the top 7 people. Here you can see the name of them. Let's see what does the instruction says. 5 sentence 1, B, C, D and E are given below, okay, among which only one sentence has been arranged and fixed as one. So, this one is fixed, no need to move this. We know the one is the first statement in the paragraph, okay. Arrange the 4th statement in order to form a coherent paragraph. So, if you see the first statement, it says the National Literacy Trust had noted that becoming a lifetime reader is based on developing a deep love of reading. So, here we have the noun that this is saying. Can we find a pronoun for this? Let us see these 2 conclusion. So, the first thing is not talking about any conclusion. So, obviously, it is not B. Let us say 1 we have fixed, the other blanks are, we need to fill this blank. As soon as we fill this blank, we will get the answer. So, 2 conclusions, there is no conclusion in the first sentence, so not B. So, the big challenge for teachers, there is no correlation or linkage between the first thing and the second thing. Here they are talking about the big challenge and the teacher, but there is no mention about the teacher or the big challenge. It further notes that this is specially, so it, can this be noun? If this is noun, can this be the pronoun? D. Obviously, it talks about the National Literacy Trust has noted that becoming a lifetime reader is based on developing a deep love of reading. It further notes, that means National Literacy Trust further notes that this is especially true for young readers. So, obviously, after 1 we have D. So, here they have noted that for young readers, as motivation to read decreases with age, and if children do not enjoy reading when they are young, then they are unlikely to do so when they are old, they get older. So, with time the interest of reading lacks in a child as they grow up, and if they do not have interest of reading at the initial age of their life, so they will not have the same when they grow older. So, These are the conclusions they made. So, can we say after D, B comes, as there are conclusions that young readers read, that motivation to read is decreasing with age, and the other is if children do not enjoy reading when they are young, then they are unlikely to do so when they get old. Here are the two conclusions we got. So, can we say these two conclusions? Yes. The other is, now we have two blanks remaining to fill. After B, can you find a correlation in any other thing? Yes. We got the survey carried out many part in the country. So, these two conclusions by the trust are based on empirical data gathered from surveys carried out in many part of the country. So, they have carried out a survey in many part of the country. So, you have here. So, when is so used? It is used as a connector in the conjunctive part, and when is so used? When you know what happened or where is the reason, that is reason and result. We know the reason. What is the result? So, the big challenge for teachers is not simply getting students to read, it is getting them to enjoy it to read. Obviously, C as the remaining E, in other words teachers need to. So, these two are related. We got the complete set. Now, let us see, let us solve the questions. Which of the following should be the third sentence after rearrangement among the four sentences to be rearranged? So, third means first, second, third. No, it is saying among the four statements. So, it is first, second, third. C. Where is C? C is in option B. Option B is the correct answer. And 7 people got this correct and 11 wrong. Let us see the next question. The next set says, which of the following is the correct pair of sentence? So, CD, is CD a correct pair? No, not this. CE, is CE a correct pair? Yes, option B is the correct answer. We got the answer. If you want, you can check the other. It is 1B, no, 1E, no, and C, and DE, obviously not. So, option B is the correct answer, and 6 people got this correct and 9 wrong. Let us go to the next question. The next question says, which of the following is correct sequence of the given sentence after the rearrangement? You know it is DBCE. Where is DBCE? It is in option A. So, option A is the correct answer, and 5 people got this correct and 7 wrong. Hi Divya, good evening. So, this was the set of 3 questions. Now, the next is a question, a Parajumble question with set of 5 questions. So, anyone who is joining now and want to join is, there is the link cracku.in/live. You can join the test via this link. Let us go to the next question now. You will get 5 minutes for this questions, as one question 1 minute. This question has an odd sentence. You need to identify which one is odd and then arrange the remaining 5 sentences into a coherent paragraph. If there is 5 minutes, you are giving a 5-minute time for a Parajumble question, then you can take 3 minutes, even 4 minutes to make the paragraph correct, as once the paragraph you have done it correctly, you are scoring a perfect 5 from that, at least from that question. Remember, the exam has negative marking of 0.25, and it is not just 0.25, it is 1 plus 0.25, as once you do a question wrong, the marks for that individual questions also you are not scoring. So, 1 the whole marks, and the negative marking is 0.25. So, it is 1 plus 0.25. Ma'am, please give an example of, as I have already explained the part, like what are things needed to do. So, what do you want me to give an example of? Please let me know, for the Parajumble or for the concept or for the tricks of the Parajumble. Remember, this is not an individual question, so you are checking with the options. One thing you can do is you can check which is the subject, which is the noun, or what is the universal truth that is used. Once you get the subject or the noun, what the paragraph is talking about, you get your first sentence fixed. Once you have your first sentence fixed, you can find a correlation of that or a noun pronoun relation. So, the first sentence is a noun. So, other sentence that is immediately next to the noun, there must be a sentence which has pronoun or it is denoting that sentence. So, you can find it that way, or even you can use a thing that is relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is who, which relates to sentence or to situation. Two minutes remaining. One minute 30 seconds. Okay, there are 2 correct answers and 4 wrong answers. There are 3 people with the same score. Now, Sai Prasad is leading the board with score 6.75, 7.75. Last 20 seconds remaining. Just see, analyze the paragraph, see what is it talking about, what are the 2 things it talking about. Come on, I am giving you a hint. What are the 2 things it talking about and which sentence to ignore. With this, the time is off. For the last question, there is only 2 correct answer and there are 10 wrong answers. So, let us see how do we solve this. K says, man, very tough it was. Okay, it's not tough, you just need to analyze the paragraph very properly, you will get the things. Okay, let us solve in a puzzle way. 5 blanks. If we fill the 5 blanks with this number, what will we get is, we will get a paragraph. Okay, let us see how do we do this now. What is the instruction saying? In the following question, some sentences have been given in which one part is odd. Okay. With respect to all sentences that will not be part of the coherent passage. So, the sentence is odd, it will not be a part of the coherent passage. Identify the odd part that fails to become a part of the coherent paragraph. Rearrange the remaining sentences in a meaningful order and answer the following questions. Okay, let us do this now. What do we need to do first is, if we do not have this, we need to find a subject, what is it talking about. So, as the formula is not based on any real signs, so here we have as the formula and this is a connector. So, there must be a sentence, so not this, the other one it is presumably. So, presumably the ratio is based on. So, the ratio is based on, but we do not know which is the ratio based on. So, this is not a subject. We need to find the subject as the first sentence. C says, 1 dog ear is not equivalent to 7 human ear despite widespread use of the ratio for calculating the age of canine companion. Okay, can we say 1 dog year is not equivalent to 7 human year? That means we are talking about two things, 1 dog year and 7 human year. At least we know this from this sentence. See, we have found a subject, that is dog year and human year. Can we say this is C? I am yet not writing it to be C, as we do not know what is the other thing saying. People are excited about a project by a dog aging project. Okay, this is talking about dog aging project. Here we are talking about dog age, and this is talking about dog aging project. So, even this might be, we do not know even what is the odd one. So, let us check the other one. To understand how a dog's age, the team looked at a phenomena called DNA methylation, and as mammals get older, the DNA picks up methyl, that is methyl group that sticks to their DNA. So, there is some methyl group that is sticking to the DNA, and this is done by a team, and this is to understand how a dog's age. So, this is to understand something. So, that means this is not a subject, but they are doing something to understand the subject here, to understand the subject. But geneticists digging into the mystery of aging, here we have but, that means it must have a sentence before. So, one sentence we get here as a subject is C. What is the other sentence correlated to C? Let us see. 1 dog year is not equivalent to 7 human year despite widespread use of the ratio for calculating the age of canine companion. So, we know the ratio is given here. We have the ratio in the second, that is presuming the ratio is based on the average lifespan of dog being 10 years and humans being 70 years is not quite so simple. So, we know B and C makes a pair, they are correlated, they have a linkage. Now, let us see what is the other sentence that comes after B. So, here we have found that it is based on something and it is not quite so simple, and in A we have it is not based as. So, can this be the, this is the result as it is not so simple. So, can that be the reason? Yes, definitely. I am just reading the last part. It is not quite so simple as this formula is the one where we have the ratio. This formula is not based on any real science and it was debunked by vegetarian years ago. So, A comes here. We have the first 3 part of the sentence. We know the subject is dog ear and human. We are comparing the dog ear and a human ear. So, that means sentence D is invalid here, as here it is not talking about any dog ear or any human ear relation, rather it is talking about a dog aging process. Do not get confused with it. Here it is talking about dog aging project, not a relation between dog ear and human ear. So, the odd sentence is D. What is the other thing we need to place is E and F. We do not know what comes here and what comes here. We have 2 probabilities now. We can even have E and F. Let us see how do we decide that. So, after A, which should come? Now, to know the dog ear, these people, they start digging up how to get this. That means F comes here, and the other thing you can see is here we have geneticist, that means someone who studies and someone who knows and someone who research about genetics, that is related to DNA, as genetics is your DNA and RNA. So, and this is the correct sequence, C, B, A, F, E. What is the first question saying, which is the 4th statement, first, second, third, fourth. Option E is the correct answer, and 3 people got this correct and 13 wrong. Let us see the next one, which is the 3rd statement. Again, first, second, third. A is the 3rd statement, that is option A. Again 3 people got this correct and 12 wrong. Now, let us see the next question, which is the odd sentence. So, we know the odd sentence is D, that is option C is the correct answer, and 5 people got this correct and 11 wrong. Let us see the next question. which is the first sentence? So, the first sentence which is the subject part, it is C. Where is C? C is in option B. So, option B is the correct answer and 5 people got this correct and 7 wrong. And the last question says which is the last sentence in the paragraph. So, which should be the last sentence? It is E, that is option D is the correct answer and 2 people got this correct and 10 wrong. So, this was the question. Yeah, it was too lengthy, not too lengthy. This type of question comes in the examination. You just need to ignore the one which is odd one out and find the other thing. The first important thing to find is the subject. Once you get the subject of the sentence or the paragraph, you can arrange the other very easily. Noun pronoun relation, connectors and subject. These are the 3 important things you need to note when you are doing a parajumble question. These things make the question very easily, a very quick one to solve, so that in just 2 minutes you can solve all the 5 questions. 2 minutes, 5 questions, and that too correctly, or else you can solve the 5 questions in 30 seconds also, but you have chances of getting it wrong. So, 2 minutes for 5 questions and that is enough time. Thank you, Creative Satya. So, with this we have 3 people in the leaderboard. They are Sai Prasad, Sanjana and Akshaya. Congratulations people, congratulations Sai Prasad, Sanjana and Akshaya. Yeah, the winner for IBPS mock test series, and you will be getting a series of 25 mock tests both in Hindi and English. तो अगर आपको हिंदी में देना हो आप हिंदी में दीजिएगा or go with English. And the other are Hina, Krishna Karthik with score 4 and 3.75, Jiga with score 2.5 and Alvanur Singh with 1.75. Make sure you don't need to read the entire length of the passage, you just need to find the subject and you need to arrange them sequentially, you will get the answer. Thank you everyone. Please do like, share and comment, and remember we do have free mock test and even the previous year paper and sectional test, so that if you are weak in a particular section you can go and attend that section there, and even if you want to practice, you are not weak but just practice, you can go and attempt there, and you can go to cracku.in, you will get lots of other questions there too. Thank you everyone. Please do like, share and comment, and remember to press the